Hello again. Let's head to West Africa now. Nigeria and Lagos, to be specific. The state government has begun marking illegal structures for demolition. This after a four-story building collapsed last week with scores of school children inside.
The search for missing children continued in Lagos on Thursday as people sifted through the tangle of rubble and metal to try to find any belongings of their loved ones. Rescuers were looking for a register of children to try to work out how many may have died when their school collapsed in the Nigerian capital on Wednesday, a school which the governor says was set up illegally. Families kept vigil at a hospital where those injured were being treated. Authorities have not given a number of victims. Residents say around 100 children attended the nursery and primary school. On Wednesday, one person was confirmed dead and nearly 50 rescued. On Thursday, authorities said more had died after being taken to hospital. The building was on the top levels of a four-story structure. The governor said that structural testing was being carried out in the area before the accident. Building collapses are frequent in Nigeria. Regulations aren't vigorously enforced, and construction materials are often not of the required standard.
And staying in Nigeria, a lifestyle brand is reliving contemporary African content in its furniture design. They're using local hand-loomed fabric, Aso-Oke, as its upholstery to show diversity in African designs and celebrate the country's rich cultures.
The vision behind Ilela really was about celebration of self, celebration of culture, celebration of being Yoruba, celebration of being Nigerian, celebration of being African, and really trying to find a space in the market where creating strong, contemporary, authentic African bespoke furniture. We hadn't seen anything that kind of existed in that realm, and we wanted to fill that gap. It's not an imitation chair of another company or another designer. And being able to take the importance of design, aesthetic, and marry it with authentic African in terms of the materials that we use, I think is really what makes the brand strong.
And I like the traditional feeling about it. While I was growing up, I think my dad has a chair like this, and it's called one Yoruba name, Agbantara or something. So, and I like the fact that it comes in the traditional material that is Ashoke, which I kind of like.
The funding that will allow us to buy the machinery to be able to produce this on such a large scale that the time is reduced, that we can bring the price of the product down. I think that's really where I would like to focus my attentions on as a small business. If we are able to push that forward and get more of them out, reduce the price, pass on the saving to the end customer, and get more people having a Ilela product.
And that's it for this week's edition of #Africa. Do stay tuned to EMCA for all the latest news. Take care and goodbye.